Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be testing out a new to me, as in like I just got it, foundation and concealer. So one of the people that I follow on Instagram, YouTube, as well as Twitter, Byron Shears. I will leave all of his info up and through here, but he sent me the Juvias Place foundation as well as the Juvias Place concealer for me to try out. Thank you so much for sending that to me. I'm very appreciative for that. Thank you so much, Byron. So I know I'm late to the game. I know like everybody and their mom has already talked about this foundation. Everybody has their thoughts and opinion, but guess what? That doesn't matter, because if you're like me, you're just not gonna jump out and buy something just because everybody's hyping it up. So I have the opportunity to try it, and I'm gonna give you guys my honest thought out opinion, and I'm going to be doing a wear test on this as well. So yeah, let's go ahead and hop into this and put on these products. All right, so in the Juvias Place foundation, we're gonna put that on first. I'm not gonna put any primer on it, anything like that. You guys know how I do my reviews. I don't prime or set the makeup just because I want to get the true wear. And just as a reference, I am a combination oily skin, just so you guys know. But this foundation claims to be a velvety matte foundation, full coverage. It says our second skin creamy foundation offers a smooth application with a soft, natural, soft matte finish to give a flawless coverage, to refine skin texture, erase blemishes, basically pretty much full coverage, and it says good for oily and sensitive skin. Okay, so that's definitely a good thing. It's 1 fluid ounce, and I have the shade in Malawi. I'm gonna just do like a little dot right here, because as you guys know, I am a sheer coverage kind of guy. So we're just going to add a little bit and then build up as we go. So as I'm putting this foundation on, it's definitely a full coverage foundation. I still have a lot on the back of my hand, and this one, I guess you can consider it one pump or one squeeze. I can definitely say it's definitely going to give me the coverage that I want. So that's definitely a good thing. I'm not going to build it up just because, again, I don't like super full coverage. I still kind of like my natural skin to peek through. But so far, everything is looking pretty good to me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a sponge and I'm going to put the rest of this on this side to see how I like it with a sponge. So, bam. Alright, so looking at this foundation on my skin, I definitely say, and this is kind of surprising to me, I like this foundation better applied with a brush versus a sponge. I feel like the sponge, like, it does a good job of blending out the product, but I feel like with this foundation, like, I'm looking at both sides and just kind of like the finish looks a lot better with a brush versus a sponge. So I'm definitely going to say, if you're going to buy this foundation, use a brush. By the way, this brush is the NYX number 3 brush. Alright, so we're going to move on to the concealer. So the concealer, I have 2 different shades. I have shade 11 and shade number 2. So the concealer claims that it's our Magic Creamy Radiant Concealer smooths and cancels out dark circles, blemishes, and skin imperfections. I'm gonna go ahead and put this on. Concealer is definitely on the full coverage side. I will definitely say that. When I'm blending this out, I can definitely say that less is more with this concealer. You don't want to add too much. So what I'm gonna end up doing, I'm just gonna blend this on my eye, just kind of like not have so much brightness under my under eye, but this is looking good so far. Everything's looking really good. I like the concealer a lot better initially than I like the foundations so far. And I'm just gonna contour a little bit. So this is the shade number 2, and this is like a really deep shade. This might be a little bit too dark, but we're gonna test it out anyway. Let's see here. Yeah, this might be, I'm gonna just show you guys a swatch. So this is how it looks. This might be a tad too dark, so we're just gonna go very sparingly. Then just taking my same NYX brush and just blending this out. Alright, yeah, this... Ooh. Okay, that might have been a mistake. This concealer is a lot a bit too dark. This color specifically is a lot a bit too dark. So we're going to stop right here, see if I can fix this situation. But that's definitely a good thing that they do have a concealer that is this dark. Alright guys, so foundation and concealer are on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wear this throughout the day. And then I'm probably going to do check-ins. I'm not completely sure, but I'm going to let you guys know how it wore throughout the day, the pros, the cons, and all that good stuff. But yeah, we're going to wear this throughout the day and I will be right back. Hey guys, so I am back. So it has been a few hours since I first put this Juvias Place foundation and concealer on. So this is pretty much what it looks like after many hours of wear. So I put this foundation on, what time did I put this on? I put it on at about 1 o'clock, something around there, and it is now 7:30 at night. Hold on, I took my glasses off so I can barely see. It is 7:30 at night, so that's about 6 hours of wear, kind of like a typical, like my typical day that I would wear makeup. And yeah, so everything looks pretty good. So let me get a mirror so I can look up close. Let's start off with the concealer, which is the one thing that I said I initially liked at first. So the concealer actually is looking really good. I did play around with some eyeshadows and stuff like that. And there's a little bit of fallout that I have like right on my inner corner down here. But I mean, again, I'm just at home, you know, not doing much of anything and just playing around with makeup. And it looks pretty good. This is definitely a concealer that you don't necessarily have to set if you don't have like any major lines or anything like that on your eye. But I will say that if you do tend to crease under your eye, I would say definitely set it with powder if you're the type of person that would set it with powder. It's a beautiful concealer that gives you a nice like radiant finish, but also that coverage. So I definitely recommend the concealer. And the concealer, I believe, both the foundation and concealer, I believe, are under 20 bucks. So it's definitely affordable. The foundation, I would definitely say if you're the type of person who has oily skin like me, definitely pick this up. This definitely controlled my oil really well. It's actually not as, like, they say a velvet matte finish. I would agree with that. It's not super matte, but it's also not super dewy as well. It's kind of somewhere in between. As far as the coverage goes, the coverage still stays the same. It's super smooth. It did crease a little bit on my forehead, just a little bit, but again, I didn't set my forehead, and also the area just kind of creases anyway, but it's not super bad. The only thing is that if you are a glasses wearer, it does transfer just a tiny bit, but this isn't as much transfer as I usually get on foundation when I do wear foundation and it rubs off on my glasses, so that's definitely a good thing if you're a glasses wearer. Other than that, the foundation, the concealer, great. Definitely worth the hype. If you had to pick between the two, I would definitely say go with the concealer versus the foundation, just because I feel like the foundation, if you have certain preferences as far as like foundation goes, then this may be a little bit too full of coverage for you, because I only use like maybe like an equivalent of like 1.5, like not even 1.5, just literally like one pump, and I got all of this like full coverageness. So if you're the type of person who likes sheer coverage, then this may not be the thing for you. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, Byron, for sending me the Juvias Place foundation and concealer. Definitely, I will continue using these products, specifically the concealer, because I am a concealer junkie. But yeah guys, definitely give this a thumbs up if you like this video. Don't forget to comment down below. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't subscribed. And yeah, I will catch you guys later in my next video. Bye.